Were all asuras evil, or were there some good or benevolent asuras in Hinduism? In the Hindu scriptures, we have devs and danavs, and asuras or danavs are often depicted as being ones who have negative qualities. They're evil. They have malicious intentions, pride, jealousy, and avarice. However, there are a few instances of certain asuras who exhibit very benevolent and noble qualities, or they seek redemption through spiritual practices. One such example is King Bali. He's also known as Mahabali, and he was an Asura king who was very virtuous. He was known for his generosity and his righteousness. It is said that no one went away empty handed after meeting him or coming to his kingdom. Despite being an Asura, Bali was highly respected by both humans and gods, the Devas. In fact, he is the direct association of the story of Vaman, the Vaman avatar of Bhagwan Vishnu. It was Bali's humility and devotion that led to his redemption. Another example of an Asura is Prahlad, the entire reason we celebrate the festival of Holi. Prahlad was born as the son of the Asura king Hiranyakashyap, and Prahlad was a devout follower of Bhagwan Vishnu despite his father's fierce and eccentric crazy opposition. In fact, Prahlad's unwavering faith and devotion to Bhagwan Vishnu ultimately led to his being saved and his salvation, and the downfall of his evil father through the Narsimha avatar coming to save him. So while these examples are relatively rare, what they do is they serve the example that Hindu thought is having a high level of complexity and layering. And it shows that there is a potential for redemption even amongst the beings who are traditionally associated with negative qualities. There's no typecasting here that all Danavs are bad and all of them are evil. That your karma determines who you are and how your destiny is going to shape up to be. And if you are going to live your life as a pious person, as a devout person, if you're going to be generous as Bali or a devout bhakt like Prahlad, then it doesn't matter what your background is or what your birth is, but you will receive salvation despite being an asura. So while these stories of positive asuras are not as common as those of the evil, more malevolent ones are, there are a few more examples worth mentioning. One that comes to mind is King Vibhishana. Vibhishana was the brother of the Rakshas Ravan in the Ramayana, and he is depicted as a virtuous asura. Despite being a part of Ravan's kingdom of Lanka, in fact he was his brother, Vibhishana disagreed with his brother's actions of abducting Sitama, who was another's wife. She was the wife of Bhagwan Ram. Vibhishan ultimately was kicked out by his brother and called a traitor, and he ultimately joined Sri Ram and helped him in his Ram Setu crossing and ultimately laying siege to Lanka and rescuing Sitama. And he played a crucial role in evil Ravan's downfall. The final example that comes to mind of a malevolent asura was Mayasura. Mayasura was actually a renowned architect, and as his name suggests, he was the master of Maya, of illusion in Hindu culture. He was the father of Mandodari. So in fact, Mandodari was the one who had become the wife of Ravan. So Mayasura was actually Ravan's father-in-law. However, Mayasura was considered a wise and very benevolent figure. He was known for his very impressive architectural skills and his contributions to the welfare of his people. In some versions of the Ramayana, Mayasura actually assists Bhagwan Ram and his allies. So that was an interesting topic for today, dear viewers. I hope this was interesting to you and you learned something. Please share your thoughts, and as always, keep exploring and stay curious. Thank you so much for watching.